Yes, you're included for a $2,000 fourth stimulus check in 2024 for Social Security, including retirement, disability, SSDI, survivors, spousal, SSI, VA, RRB, low income, no income, seniors, older adults, and of course, people with disabilities. I have all the details and exactly what you need to know right here on the video. Let's get right into it. I know in this video, I do want to follow up to another video that I had out just the other day where I was talking about a $2,000 fourth stimulus check right here, right now for 2024. Well, as a result of that video, I've been receiving a lot of questions down below in the comment section, and I received a few emails from some of you here in the community reaching out asking for further details on this and wondering, are we really going to be included right now for any additional stimulus right now for 2024? Again, that's what I want to clarify for you here in this video. I want to talk through all the details, emphasize what I was talking about the other day in that video, as well as everything else you need to know right now. As we understand, it is a very busy time right now, and 2024 is all about you and the low income, fixed income beneficiaries, as I've been saying for many months now in other videos leading up to this. So either way, let's get into it and talk through the details, where we currently stand and what is happening with this, as well as elaborating and of course clarifying exactly what I meant in that video just the other day and what it means for you to actually be included. Either way, let's get into it and talk through the details. Really fast before we do, thanks for joining me. If you have not done so yet, make sure to do yourself a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button right down below the video. It's totally free to do so, and I'm here for you right by your side every single day to keep you informed of what's actually going on, watching the headlines, all the new bills, packages, proposals, announcements, anything else coming out right now. It's a super busy time out there. We know that things are changing rapidly right now, and we know that they're talking about implementing a lot of different things right now before the infamous decision that'll be coming up in November that's going to be very pivotal that we all know about, that I've been talking about for a while now as well. Also, make sure to subscribe down below, again, totally free, and share this video with your friends on your social media. That is also totally free to do so. There's a share button right down below the video. I'm here for you to advocate on your behalf in any way that I possibly can, as well as keeping you informed of all these changes as it's a super busy time, and we know that we got to stick together because they apparently seem to forget about us a lot of times, and that's a major concern for a lot of people here in this community, and again, why I want to elaborate here in this video. All right, thanks again. Subscribe down below. I truly do appreciate literally every single one of you here in this community. We need to stick together right now, and let's get into it and talk about the details of you being included for a $2,000 fourth stimulus check. What is going on right here, right now this year? What are all the details, and what do I want to emphasize and clarify and explain from just the other day? All right, so let me explain what's going on here. So as you've been hearing me say for a long time now, remember, stimulus checks, is it all about us reaching out to them saying, hey, please, we need some money right now, and bills are tight, we don't have any money right now, it's hard to pay for all the bills, it's hard to put food on the table, all stuff like that. No, unfortunately, it would be nice if it came down to that, but that is not what it comes down to. When it comes down to stimulus checks, remember, it's all about the economy. You've heard me say that 1,000 times before in other videos because it's true. That's exactly what it's about, okay? It has nothing to do with us reaching out to lawmakers and saying, we really need something right now. Can you please help us out? I wish it were that way, but it's not, okay? It's about the economy, and it's about jobs, job creation, the unemployment rate, and a variety of factors like that, okay? So either way, we know this much as well. Remember, I alluded to this a couple minutes ago, which is November. We all know it's coming in November as a result of that. Do you think that's maybe going to be a catalyst and help them make some decisions and or maybe push them into saying different things, promising different things, proposing different things right now between now and November? The answer is yes, 100%. We see this happen every single time these cycles come around, right? So again, it's not me taking sides politically. I'm just simply saying this is just what happens. We know this happens every single time. So we will be watching very closely to see what they have to say over the coming days, weeks, and months. And like I said before, it's all about you right now, the low income and fixed income. But anyway, what I want to clarify really quickly. So in that video the other day, I was kind of breaking down some different details as far as what I'm watching with the economy, the health of the economy, the unemployment rate. Again, I've mentioned that before. Very important metric. It's all about jobs, the unemployment rate, things like that. As that goes up, the likelihood of stimulus checks gets greater and greater because it means that the economy is slowing pretty significantly, right? So anyway, I explained all that the other day. I don't want to go into that whole thing again right here, but I've had so many people reaching out to me asking, Are we included? Are we going to get it? What about SSDI? Will we get it? What about SSI? Are we going to be included too? What about seniors? What about people with disabilities? What about the low income? What about people living on fixed income? Are they going to forget us again? Where would it be deposited? Is it going to my bank account? Is it going to my Direct Express card? Again, the list goes on and on. All the questions relating to things like this. So let me explain really quickly. And again, let me preface this by saying, as of right now, no, a stimulus check has not been approved yet, okay? I make that very clear in any video that I ever talk about this, but I get so many questions about this, which is why I come back and give you updates as far as what I'm watching, the current health of the economy, where we currently stand, what's going on with it. And again, I always preface it and I always say, no, a stimulus check right now has not been approved yet, okay? I'm not going to sit here and say, oh yeah, it'll be deposited tomorrow, okay? I do not say that kind of stuff unless I know 100% for a fact something like that is actually happening. But as of right now, it's not, okay? So I'm just saying, okay? I'm not going to be the guy that sits here like some of the other people out there on the tube right now that say, oh, it's depositing tomorrow, mailing out tomorrow, been approved, signed into law, stuff like that, okay? It has not, okay? I've been watching this stuff for a very long time now. And again, I will bring you the honest, accurate, reliable, and transparent information every single day in these videos, no matter what's happening. Anyway, now that I got that out of the way, let me explain here really quickly. So a lot of people here in the community, and again, we naturally feel this way. Why? Because they forget about us every single time. We're sick and tired of it, right? I'm not sure about you. I don't want to speak for anybody, but I think we all know how this goes, right? Every single time something comes out, they're like, hey, everybody's going to get something. Oh, wait, except for the fixed income. Oh, yeah, they already get a check every month. So, yeah, we won't do anything for them, right? We see this all the time. We're so sick of being forgotten about. We're so sick of being left and just kind of being like, well, you know, they'll just fend for themselves. No, that's not how it works, right? Especially the fixed income people. I mean, seriously, you can't really have a whole lot of income living on a fixed income. Of course, you can have a little bit depending on the situation and the type of benefit you're getting. But for the most part, you can't really have a whole lot of income, that much anyway, right? So living on a fixed income from Social Security is really, really tough for a lot of people. Again, I've shared with you many, many statistics before. It's a rough time out there. The low income, fixed income, it's been really, really bad for the last couple of years. But anyway, long story short here, would you be included in the event of a stimulus check of any dollar amount? Now again, yes, we're talking about specifically $2,000 here in this video, but it could be $2,500. It could be $1,000. It could be $16.12. It could be $148. It could be any dollar amount. My point is, doesn't really matter the dollar amount. That is not the important part. But would you be included for a stimulus check in the event something like this were to be approved again right now this year? The simple answer would be, there would be no reason that you would not be. The answer is yes, of course you would be. Now again, I need to preface that by saying I don't know your exact situation. I cannot speak for everybody, but in the event of something being included like this, there's no reason that you wouldn't be included, okay? There's just literally no reason unless they have specific reasons for certain groups of people that may be excluded like they did previously in other check times like over the last couple of years here, okay? Now remember, sometimes different groups are excluded, like dependents, okay? Sometimes dependents are not included, or sometimes like adult dependents may not be included is what I mean, okay? So again, we'll have to see what happens here and what goes on, but if they approve something, there'll be a whole nother set of rules that go around it, just like we saw with the last 3 checks that we got in 2020 and 2021. There were 3 of them. All of them had different parameters as far as eligibility of who got it, how much, adult dependents, yes or no, regular, younger dependents, yes or no. There was a whole different set of rules. Was it going to be garnished from child support or alimony, things like that? Again, the rules were different every single time. There was a whole bunch of different rules, but the simple answer is the general consensus would be, of course, you would be included. Now, here's the thing. I've said this before in other videos, and I want to say it again really quickly. It's all income-based. Every single time, it's income-based, okay? The way that they determine eligibility is not like, well, you need to fall between these different age parameters, live in this area. No, it's not that whatsoever. It is always income. It's always income-based. So generally, the threshold that they have is usually $75,000 as an individual per year or less, or $150,000 per year or less as a married couple. That's generally the income threshold, okay? But it could be changing in the event that they approve something again, okay? So if it does get approved again, there will likely be different income thresholds because it's changed. The last couple of years here, things have changed. It would likely go higher. Now remember, as a fixed income beneficiary, is your income generally on an annualized basis as a single person less than $75,000 a year? In general, yes. Some people do have an income higher than that, living on a fixed income benefit, but it is very, very few people. Very few. Like, it's rare, okay? Now, as a married couple, is your income by default as a fixed income beneficiary less than $150,000 a year? In general, yes. Some people, it's a little bit more than that, but that is also very rare. It's not that often, okay? There's only a very small group of people that pertains to, and that's just not the case, okay? So my point is, it's always income-based. So that's what they determine it by. Now, again, obviously, like I said a minute ago, there's other parameters like, are you claimed as an adult dependent? If so, that could potentially change or basically interrupt the distribution of payments to somebody that could potentially get a check. Now, there's other things too as well. Do you owe back child support? Do you owe back taxes? Do you owe alimony? Something like this. If all of these were coming into play, then again, the question comes in, well, what are the rules going to be, right? Remember, the rules were different on all three of them that we received in 2020 and 2021. Does that kind of make sense? We don't know any of those details yet because they haven't approved anything. So as of right now, we have no clue if this is going to be something that they actually approve, or as in like, what are the details about this? We don't know. We'll have to continue watching, okay? But remember this much, it's always income-based. So even though I know it's very easy to feel like they're forgetting us, they forgot us again, they did it again, they're doing this one more time, they know how we feel, you know what I mean? They're forgetting us on purpose, they're leaving us out. Just remember, they don't do that intentionally, okay? But it is all about the income. That's what it's about, okay? So in general, the simple answer would be yes, of course. On an income basis, fixed income beneficiaries pretty much included, okay? Remember this much as well. They've done this before. If you don't believe me, feel free to look it up. It happened in May 2009. Look it up, okay? But either way, they could potentially do even a highly focused check just for fixed income beneficiaries. They've done it. It was a $250 check back in May of 2009. They did it. It was just focused on fixed income beneficiaries. So I'm not saying that they're going to do that. I don't know. I have no clue what they're going to do this year. All I do know is it's going to be very busy and there's going to be a lot of promises. I guarantee it, okay? The reason I know that is because it happens every single time. I'm not like some genius that has the future like in the palm of my hand saying, oh, I know exactly what's going to happen. I don't know that. I'm just simply telling you, we can just look back in history. Look back in history to see exactly what's going to happen, and you have a pretty good idea because history continues to repeat itself, and we're all human, right? We all just continue to do the same patterns over and over. So anyway, hope that kind of makes sense for you. For those of you that have been concerned, reaching out down below in the comment section and sending emails, things like that, again, I hope this answers it for you. At this point, all we can do really is just continue waiting. A day-by-day process, which is why I'm watching The Wire very closely. I'm watching all the headlines. Anything else coming out right now, I'm watching it all very closely and breaking it down into these videos so you can stay posted on what's actually happening and anything popping up that you can possibly grab or take advantage of. So, again, if you have not done so yet, make sure to do yourself a huge favor. Hit the subscribe button down below. It's totally free to do so. Always has been, always will be. Subscribe so you don't miss any videos going forward. Go back and check out any of the other thousands of videos here on the channel, including those that I have linked down below in the description or at the top of the comment section. Make sure to share the video. There's a share button down below. Share it with your friends, family, social media. Again, right down below next to the subscribe button is that share button. Make sure to do that. Otherwise, always leave your comments, your questions, your feedback down below. If you want me to come back and elaborate on this further, or if you have any additional follow-up questions, let me know. I'll do what I can for you. I'll answer it individually down below, or I can always come back and make another video about this if I see a lot of questions coming in kind of on the same topic. So either way, I'm here for you in any way that I can be. I've said that for years. It's my promise, my dedication, and my commitment to you and everybody here in the community. And as always, I'm sticking to it. So again, hope this one helps you. Enjoy your day. Take care. Have a good one. And I'll catch you again later.